a little late. Was trying to get this whole thing set up, get through the first season and everything. Just, ugh. Everything just kind of seems sometimes when things are not clicking, not working, then it just seems like nothing ever goes smoothly, and that's kind of what happened here. So, just to let you know, I've the title of this thing is called the All-Time Great, and what I've done is created a player, literally 99 plus. This dude probably is one of the is going to be one of the most dominant players in the league. He's 7'7", 285 in weight, but quick as a cat and everything else, and can really go. So this is going to be interesting to see how the rest of this game goes. We're in the second season, and we're playing the Detroit Pistons right now. And let's go ahead and jump in this game real fast, as we are going to get things going here tonight. I know I said some XBA, but then I kind of got this idea going. Hey, Mike and Lady, how's it going? I kind of got this idea of creating actually, not just my idea, but my youngest son's idea of creating the all-time greatest player in the world. Just Max got going here today. So, quite interesting with everything. The guy's name is Benny Caballero, as he is the all-time GOAT, as I like to call him. So he got drafted by the Knicks, and so we're hoping that he can be the man. Right now, the Knicks are not being the men, as Kenneth Fareed with the slam there, as the Knicks, and to say how much of a season success this guy has brought to this team. They've already won an NBA championship their first year. That first year this guy was in the league. Oh my goodness, and he's already gotten stripped. So Thonmaker with Robinson. So Kenneth Fareed guarding up on. That will be 2 points for Luke Kennard. So we're just kind of seeing how. Okay, these guys chatting in my ear driving me nuts. I know y'all can't hear anything, but them chatting in my ear like crazy is just driving me nuts. So needless to say, they've already. And then in the off season, boy, we got busy. Kina can't get the three-pointer, and that is really where we're going to need some strong point. Klay Thompson can't take every freaking shot behind the three-point line. Got to be able to stretch it out just a bit. As there, the big man finally scores his first, cuts the lead down to 78-67. And there's a foul there against Luke Kennard, illegal screen. But when you're trying, you hear the announcers. Y'all can't hear it, but it's highly annoying. Alright, so Klay Thompson here trying to inside to the big man once again, as no chance. 7'7", he's got 19 points, 10 in the paint right now. So he was drafted by the New York Knicks in the, oh my goodness, what a block by Mitchell Robinson. As, nice slam there. Yeah, chat box, I have no problem with the chat box. That's actually a good thing. Whew. Oh, Klay Thompson with 5 fouls already. So we're going to have to bring in J.J. Redick. Yeah, we signed some pretty good guys in the offseason. Leading into the season, including Kevin Durant. So right now the Knicks, we have a pretty good stacked team. As right now KD nails it from 3, 80 to 74, and we're looking good here. And then, yeah, I'm not going to play too many games. I just kind of wanted to see. Oh my gracious, what a nice block that was. So over to KD as, oh, nice slam for KD. Kevin Durant. As he'll flush that in. That's a very nice block. So Kennard with as good force as the action there, and here we go. Inside to Mitchell Robinson. He's fouled by Thon Maker, and he's done for the game. So 7:32 left to go in this ball game, and they lose their 7-footer. And he'll get the first one. And ooh, Mitchell Robinson can't get 2 for 2, so he gets 1 out of 2. So Dennis Smith Jr. as that. Ooh, nice defense there, and away we go on the break. Nice, and that is 2 points. Nice use of the break there. As right now it's a 1-point lead for the Pistons here with just about 7 minutes left to go in the game. Oh, Durant almost with the quick hands for the steal. As nice defense for Mitchell Robinson. So J.J. Redick back out to the big man Cavallero for 3, or actually 2. And the Knicks take the lead for the first time tonight. You know, big man who can hit the deep shot, and can also just hit those clutch buckets when we need them to. So 81 to 80. As Kennard, oh, Mitchell Robinson thought maybe he was going to block that one. No, 82-81. Indeed, fantastic game here. And now, right now, over in the corner, Dennis Smith Jr. Gotta hit those, Dennis. So Blake Griffin having to deal with the big 7'7" monster. And Durant, and he only, shot goes in, but he'll pick up his 3rd foul, but only his 3rd. And so Robinson will go out, and here comes the A-Train, Anthony Davis. So needless to say, and of course our point guard, Kemba Walker. So yes, we spent the house here getting, oh my goodness, getting this group together. As nice defense there by lucky shot. So 85-83 with under 5 minutes left to go in the game. As Van Vliet trying to shake and bake on Kemba Walker. As the ball will go out of bounds and remain with the Pistons as Kevin Durant was trying to get the steal. And the one reason why Caballero got #1 pick in the draft is the fact that the Knicks held the #1 pick in the draft. So KD over to Kemba Walker for 3. Got it! And 86-85. And a beautiful shot there, and it's a 1-point lead for the... And what a block shot by Caballero. On ahead to KD! 3-point lead for the Knicks on that nice fast break. As that one goes right in. And there's a foul by KD, his 4th. As timeout for the Pistons. So Pistons calling timeout. Slam bam, thank you ma'am. Indeed, we are looking like this is going to be an absolute thriller. Pistons have given us really a good game. So 3-point lead. As Caballero is tonight's player of the game. Not only was this young man a absolute good player last season, not only was he a first-team All-NBA player of the year, rookie of the year, and defensive player of the year also. So one player of the year, rookie of the year, and defensive player of the year. I mean, at 7'7", my goodness. Oh my gracious. As Klay Thompson is done. So Klay Thompson will foul out. Unfortunate there, but the Knicks still have plenty of ammo, even on the bench. So tie game, Kemba Walker bringing the ball up. And now here goes Caballero, double team trying to come in on him, and he'll hit the deck, but 2 points there, 27 points for Caballero in this game. 25 for Cam Reddish, the young man from Duke who was drafted by the Pistons. And and a block shot for Caballero. That is a ton of awards for a first-year player. And he's already making a difference on the blind side. He plays power forward and will sometimes go in as center, but he is very comfortable playing that power forward position. So both teams with 2 timeouts left with 2:45 remaining in the game, as the New York Knicks trying to go 2-0 on the season. As that is a jump ball. So, this may be a mismatch. And there's a foul on Kennard, his 4th, as Caballero did win the tip. So 90-88. So Inside to Cavalier, Luke Kennard. Good luck on the double team there, buddy. And 92 to 88 here. And a timeout once again for Detroit. And make it a little fair, I'm not doing a 82 game season, I'm doing a 58 game season. Just as, I mean, I know that the players will still run their amount of points. You know, they'll still get over 1,000 or so points for the season and all that good stuff, but it won't be like ridiculously crazy. So 92 to 88, good game here for both squads in this game, Detroit and New York. So New York opened the season with a win on the road. It has Caballero forcing the miss and over to the A train. Oh, come on, dude. And little rim racker. Yeah. It's pretty much like Luke Kennard trying to guard up, trying to help out on a double team. Not going to happen. As right now, there's a nice alley-oop slam to Kenneth Faried, who has 10 points in this game. And now KD. Yes, you know he can take over games himself. And the A-Train with a nice bucket there. 6-point lead, good assist for the big man. And now Blake Griffin. And another rebound for the big man. As KD for three, can't get it there. As DeLeon Wright. And a good screen. And now Blake Griffin in the A-Train, and there's a foul on Anthony Davis. His third foul of the game. So 40 seconds left in this game. We are heading down to crunch time here. And a timeout for New York. So 40 seconds left in the game. 10-second difference between the game clock. And overall, that's really what you want in a guy that is that effective. So we'll bring in the free throw team. And a quick foul on Kemba Walker. Van Fleet, his third. As that will go in. And there is 98-93. And there's a illegal screen against Cam Reddish. And as a foul there, ball turns back over to, and there's a quick foul on the big man. Cam Reddish, his second foul, but that will put Caballero at the free throw line. And already fans chanting MVP. As 2 for 2, 193. I did it earlier. It was kind of funny. I did this a while ago, one time, where I made a really good player. Didn't make him 99 overall, but I made him, I think, like 95. But he dominated the league so bad that coaches were retiring, players were retiring. I remember, I did that on 19. where players were retiring well before they should have. Like Giannis played 10 years for the Bucks, retired after 10 years with the Bucks, got his jersey retired and everything. The Big Cat played for Minnesota for 10 years, retired because they just couldn't contain my guy. And it was almost humorous. I mean, it was almost too funny. I was like, come on, he can't be that scary. Alright, so foul on Kemba Walker as the shot clock is turned off, and Detroit down by 5 points. Quick pass over to Caballero, and he's fouled by Blake Griffin, his 5th foul. Oh yeah. It was just like, what could I do? Everybody was just retiring sooner than they should have. Alright, so 102-60, 102-95. And Kennard from deep won't get it. The A-Train with the rebound. And he'll just give it to Kemba Walker, and that is going to end the game. New York hangs on and goes away with it 102-95. So good win here at MSG, Madison Square Garden. So good game for the Knicks here tonight. Now the big question is, Caballero, 35 points, 21 rebounds, 3 blocks in the game, 3 assists. He was perfect from the free throw line, 5 for 5, 2 for 5 from deep, 14 and 19, as he had only 2 fouls against him too, but he was just a difference maker in this game. Durant with 20, Davis with 15, Walker with 13, Redick with 8, Knox with 5, Mitchell Robinson with 4, Smith with 2, Klay Thompson surprisingly 6 fouls, played 27 minutes and did not score a single point. Was not expecting that. And Carmelo Anthony, who we also signed to come back to the Knicks, did not get in the game. So, way to go, Knicks. So the Knicks get a good win here. So now we'll kind of see. Now we'll kind of see how we're looking. Now Caballero with a good win. There, we'll zip it down to the All-Star break, see how the team does at this point. Alright, so we beat the Toronto Raptors, go 3-0 on the season, as we beat the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Detroit Pistons, and the Toronto Raptors. Brooklyn Nets we beat by 5. Beat the Hawks 94-77. Beat the Raptors again 92-76. Beat Philadelphia 121-77. Oh my gosh. 101-69 over Denver. We're currently 9-0 right now, beating the Heat 94-58. And then beat Houston 100-75. Beat Portland 103-80. Beat the Bulls 104-71. And then beat Cleveland 92-69. Then beat Atlanta 87-64. And then, let's see, beat the Lakers 107-70. Beat the Clippers 86-72. And we're currently undefeated, 19-0. Make that 20-0 as we beat the Golden State Warriors. Beat the Minnesota Timberwolves by 20. They go 21-0. Oh yes, indeed. And beat the Sixers again, 82-78. Beat the Rockets 90-70. Oh my God! Oh, thank you. We finally took our first loss, losing to the Pelicans. So I'd much rather have that happen. And then beat the Spurs, beat the Hornets, beat the Pacers, beat the Grizzlies, beat the Clippers, stomped the Pacers 110-64, beat Giannis and the Bucks 94-80. So we are currently 31-1 right now. We are just killing everybody. Our only loss so far is the Pelicans. And then beat the Heat, lose to the Bulls 93-81, beat the Suns 95-76, beat the Mavericks 109-80, no, and then lose to the Wizards by 1 point, 90-86 over the Thunder, no, 109-59, beat the Warriors again, as we're getting ourselves down to the All-Star break, and we beat the Lakers 89-66. So as we take a look heading into the All-Star break, we are currently in first place 38-3, the Philadelphia 76ers 35-6, the Bucks 26-14, Cavaliers 26-14, the Hawks 25-15, the Celtics 25-17, the Bulls 24-17, and the Wizards and the Charlotte Hornets 19-22. The Pacers, the Heat, Brooklyn Nets. The worst team are the Toronto Raptors. Who do they have on their team here? Well, they have Sean Livingston, Norman Powell, Lance Stevenson, Siakam, and Mason Plumlee. So not exactly, no Kawhi Leonard. And then on the other side, you have Houston with James Harden, Ed Davis, Nikola Mealy, Phoenix Suns 25-17, and of course DeAndre Ayton in the middle, and then Denver Nuggets, Golden State Warriors, Portland Trail Blazers, Memphis Grizzlies, the Timberwolves at 20-23 with O'Connor, Brandon Knight, Andrew Wiggins, Saric, and the Big Cat in the middle. And then not too bad of a bench. Oh, no, not too bad of a bench there. Clippers, the Jazz, the Lakers 16-22. Yeah, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, LeBron James, Alex Len in the middle. And Sacramento Kings, Oklahoma City Thunder, Dallas Mavericks, the worst team, even though they do have the two powerhouses, Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis and JaVale McGee. Now they have a pretty good, solid team there, but why they're struggling is beyond me. But looking at last year's stats, the Knicks 45-13 last season, the Bucks 38-20, and then, just like I said, we won. Yeah, league history last year. Yep, the Knicks beat the Nuggets in 5 games to win an NBA championship. Benny Caballero was the MVP. As Caballero right now is 21 years old. All right, so he is there. So so the big question is, as we get through every season, how many championships Benny Caballero can win, and then where he's going to be sitting in when his career is over. What he's going to be sitting in for. Where is he going to be sitting in for his career and everything? So that's going to be the biggest factor right there. So this should be interesting. So we're going to see just how far he can take this team all the way. Yep, he's at his prime right now, 21 years old. 99-60. All right, so right now they're currently 44-3, just absolutely winning everything. Beat the Thunder 114-64. I'm going to be shocked if anybody really touches this team in the playoffs. And they lose to the Celtics 89-77. Beat the Mavericks 86-68. Beat the Grizzlies 105-52. As we're getting down to the month of April. And then 100-82. And then lose to the Magic 87-82. 111-88. Lose to the Bucks 88-86. I tend to wonder that's going to affect us any in standings and all that type thing. And then the Hornets and then the Brooklyn Nets 94-69. So we win the rest of the schedule. So Benny Caballero is the most valuable player. Double numbers, 17 points a game, 13 rebounds a game, 8 assists a game, 1.8, and blocked shots, and scary good on free throws, 98% and 42% from deep. Rookie of the Year, Nate Madsen. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is the 6th man of the year. And of course, the DPOY is Benny Caballero. Bam Adebayo is the most improved player. David Fisdale is the coach of the year. Why not? He's got pretty much the man. First team All-NBA, Benny Caballero. Defensive team, Benny Caballero and Giannis, all on the same team. And then rookie, yep, he's not a rookie anymore. So already he is scary good. So we did clinch the #1 slot in the playoffs, and we'll take on Miami. So we're going to zip through, see if we're touched here. Oh, Miami did beat us here. And the Bulls are eliminated as they lose to Milwaukee. Minnesota loses to Houston in the playoffs in 4 straight. The Celtics lose. The Phoenix Suns lost. So moving on to the next round, Houston beats Portland. Houston against Portland. Golden State in Utah, as Utah shocked Phoenix in the first round, 4-3. New York beat Miami in 5 games. And Milwaukee beat Chicago in 4 straight. Atlanta had to go the distance against Boston, but beat them in 7. And then Philly, no problem with Cleveland in the first round. So as we look towards game number 2, the next series, second round, and the Hawks are swept by the 76ers, and the Bucks are done. Now Houston moves on as they'll take on Golden State, as they had to go the distance in back-to-back series, this 7-game series. They had to go back-to-back against the Clippers and Utah. While Houston beat Portland in 6 games, and New York beat Milwaukee in 5 games. Philly beat Atlanta in 4 straight. So this should be interesting. We move on to the next round. New York, Philly, 1-1, 3-1, and Sixers are done. So, and Houston. So James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Holy cow, 3-0. I was not expecting a sweep here. But it looks like that's what we're going to get here. As Houston just no shot here. My gracious. So 90-74. We'll go ahead and see the celebration. Are we going to have? That's going to be the scary thing. So Klay Thompson over to the A train. And there's a nice shot by the A train. 92-74, the average, 95 points a game. Chris Paul with Houston. And of course James Harden. James Harden, yep. Oh, nope. So Klay Thompson kind of playing a little hurt here, but as Chris Paul will get the shot to go in, 92-76. And Chris Paul, no chance of the double team happening there. As Ed Davis just absolutely smothered by this big man. Oh, and Kemba Walker with the steal. And Caballero for two. 96-76. And 2 points. So quick timeout for the Knicks as they're going to get the rest of their subs into the game to help celebrate on the floor of the Houston Rockets as they look to clinch another championship. So 42 seconds left in the game. Benny Caballero with 12 points tonight, but 17, he averages 17 during the season. And Davis knocking that one in. And a 20-point lead. And the Rockets will retain the ball as A-Train almost had the steal there. So Carmelo Anthony. As White for three, no good there, as Mitchell Robinson with the rebound. And Carmelo Anthony driving it. Oh my goodness, what was that? That was a horrible shot. And 98-78. So ball game. Knicks win the championship once again for the second time. And the big question is, just like I did with the Minnesota Timberwolves in 2K19, the question is, can the Knicks set the record? Will they be able to tie the record of the Boston Celtics with their 8 in a row? That's going to be the big question right there. So with Caballero leading the charge once again, as Klay Thompson holding the championship trophy. He did it a few times with Golden State, and now he does it once again for the New York Knicks as they claim the championship, their second in a row. And the scary thing is, could this really be something huge for this team as we head into the off season? So Harden only had 19 points in this game. Chris Paul with 27 in a Herculean efforts. Klay Thompson with 20 points, 5 assists. Durant with 19. Davis with 17. Caballero with 12 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 block shots in the game and 3 steals. Dennis Smith Jr. with 10 points. Mitchell Robinson with 9 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, and 1 assist. Kemba Walker with 7 points, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Aldridge with 4 points and 6 rebounds in the game for Big Marcus, and everyone else chimed in their 2 cents in this thing. Hey Ryan, how's it going, my friend? You doing alright tonight? Tonight I created a player, made him 99 overall. He was drafted by the New York Knicks, and now the New York Knicks just polished off a second championship in a row. It's Benny Caballero. his second MVP, as he averaged 14 points a game, 9 rebounds, almost 10 rebounds a game, and 9 assists a game, and 2 blocks in the playoffs, as he was just too good. And I need to quickly look real fast at the season stats. So Caballero averaged 17 points during the regular season. For the Knicks, they averaged 13 rebounds a game, 8 assists a game, 2 steals per game, 1.8 in block shots. And then for points during the regular season, he scored 1,010 points during the regular season, 784 rebounds, 480 assists, 117 steals, 107 block shots. And he played in all 58 games and had 52 double-doubles, 12 triple-doubles. So a good effort for him. So as we take a look, let's see, Klay Thompson still 3 more years on the books for him. Kevin Durant, same thing, and the A-Train has 4 years on the books. Anthony, this is his contract year. And then you see Joakim Noah still on the books for this season, and then we're done. And then Caballero, he has a 2-year team. The team has a 2-year team option on him, and whether they want to exercise that or not, that is totally up to the Knicks there. It'd be crazy for them not to take advantage of the 2-year team option. So, taking a look at the retirement players, Carmelo Anthony, 17 years as a pro. So he's done everything he could with my time in the league. It's time to call it a career. So not only that, very stellar career. Played with Denver, played with New York, had a season with OKC and Chicago. Came back for 2 more years with New York. So, and he'll also leave a 2-time NBA champion, a 10-time All-Star, 2-time second-team All-NBA, 4-time third-team All-NBA, and the first-team All-Rookie in 2004. So he leaves us in great shape. Nene also retires. Luol Deng, Devin Harris, J.R. Smith also retired. Trevor Ariza, Amir Johnson, Marvin Williams, C.J. Miles, Raymond Felton, Thabo Sefolosha, Rajon Rondo, Nick Young, Marco Bellinelli, Jared Dudley. Joakim Noah decides to retire at 36 years old. Ersan Ilyasova, Courtney Lee, who is 35, Tolliver, Ian Mahaney, Luke Mabamute, and then a ton, even Gianni Green decided to retire, 2-time NBA champion in 2014 and 2019. And then Chandler Parsons, Timothy Mozgov, Lance Thomas. I mean, good grief. The list is unreal of the retirements. So, staff retirements, Elijah Stern retires, and Hall of Fame inductees Carmelo Anthony retires. So he's in the Hall of Fame 2021, played in 1,096 games, averaged 23 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, almost 3 assists a game, 1 steal, and 0.5 block shots. And then jersey retirement. His jersey is retired by the Denver Nuggets. I'm really surprised his jersey isn't retired by the New York Knicks too. So, but oh well. And no, we are not going with that. Change the number of fouls required. Yeah, that is a little ridiculous. Alright, so we'll take a look as we get ready for the NBA draft. Who is the worst team? Toronto Raptors. We're the worst team, and they're number... Alright, so that concludes the NBA draft. So Zach Wade is the #1 pick in the draft by the Raptors. Pistons took Franklin Torres. And then the Knicks took Lawrence Goodrich, a point guard. So that's not too bad. We had the 5th pick in the draft there. The Lakers took Jonathan James, a 7'1" kid out of Kansas. Timberwolves took Clint Gibbs, a 6'6" shooting guard. And then, let's see, who had the last pick? The Knicks also had the last pick of the draft. They take Roy McKnight, a guy who can play small forward and power forward, so not too bad for them. And then in the second round, anything major in the second round? And Knicks took Rock Seabeck, point guard, so seriously doubt we'll carry all of those guys. And Herbert Miles, a 6'10" power forward center for the Timberwolves. They take him in the second round, 71 overall for them. And the Sixers had 2 picks at the end. Alright, so rookie signing, yes, we'll take... Why do you do that to me? Alright, so we're not going to sign Seabeck. Alright, so we'll just take it like it is as we prepare for free agency once again. So what are our holes this season coming in? Alright, so we're going to need a little bit of help in the point guard position. Ooh, we definitely need shooting guard help. We're good on small forwards. And we definitely need backup for power forward, as we're solid in the center position with the A-train in the middle. So we are going to need help at power forward and shooting guard, getting those backups in here. So Giannis. Now, if I already wasn't set at at that position, I would sign Giannis Antetokounmpo in a heartbeat to the team. But I am already set for my team. So but I will need a power forward, a backup good power forward. Now let's go with Siakam, 4 years. And then shooting guard. Need a helpful shooting guard here. Donovan Mitchell or Victor Oladipo. Well, Mitchell's a restricted. I need unrestricted, so we'll go with Oladipo. Alright, so we are not going to cap hold any more people. All that is just junk anyway. That's just burning our money anyway. So Siakam and Oladipo. So it looks like we are going to be set here. Alright, so Jordan Bell, yes, we know. Alright, so free agency, summer league. Alright, so we'll see where we're at for the All-Star game. And then we'll take a quick look at this young man's career. Well, in order to do this whole career thing I'm doing right now, Ryan, I had to start from the absolute beginning. So I had to go in the off season, start this whole thing over again. So not everybody's going to be on the correct team. So, all right, so we skip to next season, and we'll take a look at our. So we have Oladipo, Kemba Walker, Kevin Durant, and then Cavallero, and then the A-Train In the middle, Klay Thompson and Siakam. Coming off the bench, Mitchell Robinson, Kevin Knox, and then Roy McKnight coming off reserve if needed for injury purposes. But other than that, we should be good to go. So we take a look. Yep, two-time NBA champion, two-time MVP, two-time All-Star, two-time first-team All-NBA, two-time DPOY, and then first-team All-Defense, two times Rookie of the Year, and first-team Rookie. And this guy is what I call the the all-time GOAT here. And it looks like he wants to test free agency once this season is over. So the Knicks could possibly be losing their big man early. As we take a look at the points he had less points than he had last season. 1,138. He already has 2,148 points in his career. 1,735 rebounds, 1,012 in assists, 240 steals, 238 blocked shots. He already has 192 threes. And he's played 116 games so far, 106 double-doubles, 34 triple-doubles already. No, that is amazing. And this young man is doing so well. Alright, so we'll tip it down to the All-Star break. See how he does. As we've won 2 in a row, 2 championships in a row. We start the year off 2-0. Beat the Blazers, beat the Wizards. Oh yeah, the Raptors just lose to the Sixers 100-78. And lose to the Denver Nuggets 90-89. Beat the Toronto Raptors 82-75. And beat the Celtics 99-75. Beat the Clippers handedly. Beat the Pistons, no problem there. Lose the Spurs. And then beat the Rockets 99-82. Beat the Grizzlies 109-95. Beat the Hawks 108-99. And to a point with this team with so many really stellar guys on this team, yeah, that's going to kind of take away a little bit from the from everything. Alright, so playing Dallas, beat Dallas. Right now we're 13-3, so we took some of our losses early in the season, which I think is going to help us out quite a bit. 93-80. And lost to Celtics by 3. And then playing the Timberwolves, beat them 97-69. Routed the Grizzlies, ran away from the Toronto Raptors 111-66. Denver Nuggets 108-63. And then 92-85 win over the Lakers, beat the Magic. As we are just cruising here. Beat the Jazz by 8. And rolled over the Pelicans. And then beat the Pacers at their place. And then beat them at our place. Yeah, really. There's a glitch. You can't beat Dallas. Alright, beat the Bulls, beat the Clippers again, beat the Thunder, and then beat the Lakers, beat the Kings by 3, and beat the Timberwolves 79-73. No trades that we need to have right now. And I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to be This is going to take a while too, as this is going to be... Alright, so we made it to the All-Star break. 36-5 right now. And right now we're in second place. The Philadelphia 76ers are actually better than we are. 39-3, 18-1 at home. Joel Embiid, Jimmy Butler, Mike Conley, Kyrie Irving. That is a star-studded lineup with that team taking on our team. With Klay Thompson, Victor Oladipo, Milwaukee Bucks at 33-7. They did resign Giannis and DeMarcus Cousins and Julius Randle, Paul George, and Damian Lillard. So was that kind of led to? And the Phoenix Suns 32-7, as they have John Morant, T.J. Warren, Saginaw Law, and of course DeAndre Ayton in the middle. Memphis Grizzlies, Houston Rockets, Clippers, Minnesota Timberwolves with O'Connor, Gibbs, Covington, O.J. Green, and of course the Big Cat, and then Andrew Wiggins coming off the bench. They are just struggling. And then Golden State at 18-18. And Steph Curry is injured, so that definitely is affecting them just a little bit. Sacramento, San Antonio, Dallas at 15-24, New Orleans, and OKC. OKC is right now currently the worst team in the Western Conference, and the worst team in the East is Washington at 10-31 on the season right now. So yeah, it's gonna be... It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Yeah, really. In Fantasyland, anything can happen. Alright, so let's take a look at contract extensions real fast. So Durant said he's going to test free agency. Klay Thompson said he's going to test free agency. Kemba Walker said he's going to test free agency. Kevin Knox is ineligible, and Mitchell Robinson is not even... Okay, so he's not liking the fact that he is behind the A train on the bench. So now we got some, we got to make sure that we don't lose. And 94-80, Charlotte Hornets 89-81. And like I said, we do have a 2-year team option on him for the Knicks. It'd be crazy not to sign him. On Benny Caballero. So as we kind of get down to... Now the scary thing is, if he is if he is just this good with this team, what type of, how could he what could he do for other teams in the league? That's going to be the scary thing. And then the Bucks, they beat the Bucks, and a good stretch run here. And then all we gotta do is just finish up the last game, and we beat the Bucks again by 10 points. And Benny Caballero is the MVP. And then Rookie of the Year, Zach Wade. So let's see, 15 points a game, 11, almost 12 rebounds a game, 7 assists a game, almost 2 blocks a game. Free throws 97%. Zach Wade, DeAndre Hunter was the 6th man of the year for the Lakers, and Benny Caballero, DPOY once again, and Aaron Holiday, most improved player, and David Fizdale, the coach of the year, and of course Benny, first team All NBA, defensive team All Defensive Team NBA. And then, yep, not dealing with the rookies. So, my goodness. So, New York, #1 seed once again. As they actually held off the 76ers down the stretch, so they get the #1 seed. Phoenix gets the #1 seed in the West, and the Minnesota Timberwolves get the #3 seed, and they're in the playoffs here. So Minnesota will take on the Lakers in the first round. And who else? Oh, the Mavericks made it, as they are the #7 seed against Houston. So we'll zip past the first round, see how we do here. And New York, the Bulls are done. The Pistons are done. The Denver Nuggets are done. The Cavs are done. The Celtics are done. The Houston Rockets were eliminated. The Lakers were eliminated. So, New York swept Detroit. Atlanta beats Boston in 6 games. Milwaukee beats Cleveland in 5. Philly sweeps Chicago. So the 1 and 2 seeds in this thing go as a sweep. 1 and 2 seeds sweep their first round opponents. Phoenix swept Denver. Clippers had to go 7 against Memphis. Minnesota, same thing, had to go 7 against the Lakers. And Dallas had to go 6 games, but took care of the Houston Rockets in the first round. So, look at Doncic helping his team out with a stellar effort. So second round, I'm going to go ahead and predict it. Alright, so Atlanta, Dallas has already moved on, beat Minnesota in 6 games. Dallas is in the conference finals, where Atlanta leads the series. So the Bucks are eliminated, the Clippers are eliminated, and then we'll have to see what happens here. The Knicks are ticked off right now. Came out with a vengeance in this game, 99-65. So, what a blowout. Durant with 27 points. Caballero with 13 points, 15 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 blocks in the game. My goodness, he was unconscious in that game. So it's going to a Game 7 back in New York. And it is a nip and tuck game right now. And all suddenly now they're starting to catch their stride just a little bit. And so, yep, they will move on. Had to go 7 games against the Hawks. And so they'll move on 7 games. So Philly and New York, Phoenix and Dallas for the championship. For the conference championship. And the Sixers are done, and the Mavericks are done. So the Suns and the Knicks for the championship. So the Dallas Mavericks made it to the conference finals, losing 5 games to the Phoenix Suns, and the New York Knicks took care of Philly in 5 games and their series. So how the finals go here. Knicks won the championship again. So 17. Boo. So Caballero, the MVP once again. This time he doubled in the playoffs. Once again, 17 points a game, 11 rebounds, 9 assists in the playoffs, as he leads the Knicks to a 5-game. They took care of the Phoenix Suns in Game 5, so they won the first game 99-79. Game 2, Phoenix took that game 86-79, as the Suns in DeAndre Ayton, Devin Booker, TJ Warren led the charge in that game. Game 3, it was the Knicks 99-76. Game 4, 99-69. Knicks won that one. And then Game 5 back home in New York, it was no contest, 124-92. It was a little close, but There's no chance. No chance for the Suns in this one. So that is 3 straight championships for the New York Knicks already. So retirements already. And Zach Randolph says, I'm done. Andre Iguodala, same thing. Rudy Gay. Paul Millsap retires. Jared Bayless, J.J. Augustine, Robin Lopez retires at 34. Costa Kufos at 33. Ryan Anderson, Patrick Mills, Wesley Johnson, Evan Turner, Shelvin Mack, Georgiou Jiang retires with his full career with Minnesota. Jimmer Fredette, Joe Ingles, Justin Holiday, Mike Muscala, Dante Exum, Michael Carter-Williams retires. Georgia Niang, Dorian Finney-Smith retires. Jakar Sampson retires. And the list, Anton Zeech retires. The list goes on and on. Grayson Allen retires. And Sladislav Mihalik retires. And the list continues to go on. My goodness, Wesley Iwundu retires after 2 years in the league with Orlando. Oh my goodness. Alright, so staff retirements. Ron Adams and Mike Budenholzer. So nobody big time making the alright, so no, everything's been rejected there. So no big time retirement there. So as we take a look at the NBA draft once again, as we'll take a look, let's see, the Pelicans. Yep, were the worst team, so they got the number 1 pick, and they take Javon Rogers. The Hawks took Tyson O'Connor. As let's see, who did the Knicks get? They're way down the list. 10. The Timberwolves took Bradford Kemp, 77 overall small forward for the team. And the Knicks took Judd Park, a small forward, in the 30th pick, 73 overall for them. And then in the second round, Pelicans took a small forward. The Mavericks took a point guard in the second round. Timberwolves took a power forward in the second round. The Lakers took a small forward in the second round. Timberwolves took Simon O'Neal, another small forward, in the second round. So they had 2 picks in the second round. And the Knicks took Joey Ramsey. He's a 60 overall in the whole aspect of everything, but we're only just going to sign that young man, Judd Park. Alright, so as we go to free agency. Alright, so yes, we do have some holes to deal with. So as we take a look at Benny Caballero. So as we kind of take a look at the holes we'll be looking at just a bit. Kevin Durant. Yeah, we're starting. I'll tell you one thing. We're building for the future here. And then Siakam and Benny Caballero. And then A-Train and LaMarcus Aldridge. Yeah, Aldridge still wants to prove he can do it. Alright, so let's see. LeBron James is currently unrestricted free agent, but we are pretty set at that position. Steph Curry, Luka Doncic at small forward. We are set at small forward. Otherwise, I would sign Luka in a heartbeat. Ben Simmons, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell. Yeah, let's kind of look at everything. Point guards. Well, we'll need at least one more point guard to help back up Kemba Walker, and one more shooting guard. Small forwards, we are set for life. And power forward and center. I don't think we need to go too absurdly crazy. No, Trae Young. Yeah, we'll sign Trae. We've done it before. And then shooting guard, we'll take Zach Levine for your deal. And then just to be on the safe side, he's restricted. Yes, we can't sign restricted. They're too much of a hassle. And Mitchell Robinson is acting like a big baby. Because his precious minutes got taken away. So we're not going to sign him. We'll go with Jared Allen. I think, no. I like Jared. We'll go with Jared. 4-year deal, 91. Alright. Oh, so the Hawks decided to meet our offer. Oh, that sucks. Alrighty. Yeah, let's take a look at player progression. No drops or major any issues or anything like that, so we're not too bad on that one. Yeah, like I said, they are a pain to deal with when they're restricted. Because you try to sign somebody and they can match that offer. Well, there's a different Jared Allen. He plays for the Brooklyn Nets. So Indianapolis, Indiana will be the home of the All-Star game this season. And we'll just go ahead and automatically. But if you're talking about the football player, yes, he did. Alright, so Kemba Walker, Zach Levine, yes, we signed him. So he's with the team. Marcus Aldridge, Jared Allen. Alright. Alright, so not too bad. I mean, our biggest thing is just continue to do what we do here. So we beat the Nuggets, the Rockets, and the Suns. And twice we beat our opponents in 5 games in the finals. We swept the Rockets in 4 straight, so we won 3 in a row. So right now we're doing pretty well. And then we'll flip it down to the All-Star break real fast. So we're doing good here. Yes, and besides, yeah, yes, that is very true, Mike. Yes, he was. Yeah, really, 4 straight championships coming up for New York. That could be, yeah, like I said, can the Knicks possibly tie the record set by the Boston Celtics? And the big question is, will Benny Cavallero, will he remain a Knick? I mean, you saw his comments there towards the end. He said he would not be shy about trying out free agency. So that's going to be the big factor, is whether he will remain with the team or will he go elsewhere. That's going to be the big question right there. So the Nets, barely beat the Nets. So we're currently 31-4, 32-4 before heading to the All-Star break. And as we're heading for, that would beat the Lakers by 10. Beat the Pistons, nope. Trade deadline, nope. 99-74, lose to the Bulls. So we're currently 36-5. Yeah, based on the comments, I'm going to guess he will test free agency. That would be my guess too, that he may try free agency. But just remember, if he does, he will be a restricted free agent, which means if any team decides to put a bid on him, then we can either match it or not. So that's going to be the big factor there. So 36-6 in season so far. We're a 2-game lead over Philly, 34-8, 36-6, and Philadelphia with their team of Kyrie Irving, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, and Andre Drummond. Boy, they really bulked up in their team this year. The Bulls 31-7. That was no wonder they signed Steph Curry and C.J. McCollum. Holy cow! And Zion Williamson. Well, Zion's been with the team since the beginning, but and Rudy Gobert. Holy smokes! And Ben Simmons. Holy cow, Philly! And oh my goodness! This was the craziest free agency of all time. The Bulls are geared to win now. And then the Bucks with Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, Giannis, LeBron James. Holy cow, LeBron goes to Milwaukee. 38 years old. And oh my gracious, 430 points right now. He, and in his career, 36,309. So he is steadily creeping up towards Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record. And then DeMarcus Cousins, Paul George. My gracious, what a free agency we had. Atlanta Hawks at 23-12. With Steven Adams, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. No, that's Trey Young right now. What is going on with him? Left hand fracture, 2 to 4 weeks. So that does hurt just a little bit. Boston, Miami. The worst team is Toronto at 12-29. And then on the other side, you have Phoenix at 27-9. The Clippers, the Timberwolves at 24-16. Andrew Wiggins, O.J. Green, the Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns again. Memphis 19-20. Oh my goodness! Only 3 teams on the top of the West have a winning record. Everyone else is just atrocious. With Golden State being the worst. Oh, no kidding. They literally had to rebuild their team. And then same thing for San Antonio. Literally had to rebuild their club here. And then Sacramento not any more impressive. And then the Lakers 15-27. Derek White, Alonzo Trier, DeAndre Hunter, Ivan Rabb, Marc Gasol. Yeah, they signed Gasol, who was looking to finish out his career. And Julio Okafor, but my goodness. I tell you, it's gonna be interesting how this rest of this season's gonna go. So the All-Star game, yeah, the Bulls are scary stacked right now, unbelievable. So the Bulls 387. So it's gonna be interesting playoffs to see how the team is going to be. This is absolutely nuts. The contract extensions. Durant will resign with the team, so we'll sign him to a 3-year deal. Thompson, Benny Caballero is ineligible. Klay Thompson will test free agency, so will Kemba Walker. And Aldridge is undecided, and Roden Kurix is ineligible for extension. So that is pretty much it. And then the Grizzlies 96-69. The Mavericks we beat 105-81. Beat the Pelicans. They go 41-7. Yep, if you're going to rebuild, you may as well build it strong, and that's exactly what the Milwaukee Bucks, the Chicago Bulls are doing. And they are building a house and building it well. Now the big question is going to be, will that pertain to championships for them? But they still have to get through the 3-time defending champs. And I'm not sure if we are ready to relinquish the crown yet. So 96-72, and the Bucks we sweep, and now we have so currently our record is 50-7, and we'll go 51-7. So we beat the Wizards. So Benny Caballero, the MVP once again. Oh my goodness, ho hum. And then Esteban Gary is the Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons is the Sixth Man of the Year. Benny Caballero's, of course, the DPOY once again. And Most Improved Player, Jaden Garnett of the Rockets. And then David Fizdale, once again, Coach of the Year. And then All-NBA First Team, Benny Caballero. Luka Doncic, Second Team. Steph Curry, Third Team. Defensive Team, Benny Caballero. And then rookies, yeah, we're not too worried about the rookies. So Phoenix, OKC, Memphis, Dallas, 4 versus 5. Minnesota and Houston, 3 versus 6. The Clippers and Denver, 2 versus 7. New York and Washington, Milwaukee and Atlanta, Philly and Boston and Chicago and Miami. So I'm going to predict here that New York is going to move on. It's not going to be close. Milwaukee should have no problem with Atlanta moving on. Philly, same thing with Boston, and then Chicago should have no issues with Miami Heat. I'll be shocked if there's any games that will absolutely go 7. And New York not having any problems right now. Yep, Wizards are swept. Boston Celtics are beaten, and the Bucks lose in the first round to Atlanta. Holy cow, the Memphis. Oh my goodness. So the Knicks, the Atlanta Hawks beat Milwaukee in 6 games. Philly beats Boston in 5. Chicago sweeps Miami 4 games to none. And New York beats Washington 4 games to none. The Dallas Mavericks sweep Memphis 4 games to zip. And then Minnesota losing to Houston in 6 games. The Clippers had to go the distance against Denver. And then Phoenix took care of the Thunder in 5 games. So Phoenix and Dallas rematch of the conference finals last season. And Clippers in Houston. And then you have New York and Atlanta and Chicago and Philly for the second round. Last season, this series went a full 7 games. But there ain't no 7 games this year, and the Bulls are eliminated by the Philadelphia 76ers. So, and the Dallas Mavericks lose in the second round to the Phoenix. They lose to Phoenix once again in 5 games. So Phoenix seems to have their number. And then conference finals here. Knicks, oh my goodness, no problem with the Philadelphia 76ers. Once again, the Mavericks. I mean, the Clippers upset the Phoenix Suns, and after I was just about to say, well, I guess it'll be Phoenix and the Knicks again. No. Boy, was I wrong. Alrighty. Oh my goodness, this just went to Game 7. So Knicks and Clippers. And the Clippers came out relatively good, but our team just came out relatively ticked off. How dare they think they can hang with us. So we'll jump in real fast. 1:20 left to go, as looks like we are going to clinch championship number 4. And I can say, is there any team that can touch us right now? So Zach LaVine over to KD, 2 points, 116-69, and yep, this game is all said and done. It is over. So Thompson is going to leave us in free agency. Boy, he's certainly going out with a bang. And the big man, Benny Cambalera, with the nice rebound on the head to Klay Thompson. And Siakam, 2 points there. And 120-69 as this game. And Kevin Durant. And a quick foul for Klay Thompson. So that will get the rest of the subs into the game. And which is Rodens Currix. And then inside to Aldridge. Last 6 seconds of what may be his career. So 2 points there for him. 122-71. And the Knicks win 4 in a row. Yep, 3 times the charm for Dallas, maybe, if them and Phoenix meet again next year. That's true, Ryan. I have a feeling you're going to have to. I have a feeling the Mavericks are going to get past. They're going to get past the Phoenix Suns. So Blake Griffin, De'Aaron Fox. Yep, they made it to the finals, but lose in a very tough. So once again, the championship trophy is hoisted once again 4 in a row, as once again Benny Caballero, another MVP championship trophy, as he is just absolutely killing it right now. Yep, 4th championship in a row. Like I said, there could be looking to tie the record. And in this game, he had 35 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks in the game. And Durant had 20 plus 9 assists. Zach LaVine with 14, Siakam with 13, Davis with 11 plus 11 rebounds and 6 assists. Klay Thompson with 10 points, 3 assists for him, including that nice dunk. Oladipo with 6. Kemba Walker with 4 points, 5 assists. Jared Allen with 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks. And also LaMarcus Aldridge with 2 points. And if he's going to say that this is going to be it for his career, this is a heck of a way for him to go out with a championship. To go out on top would be the way to do it. Alright, so MVP once again for Benny Caballero. 7'7", 285. Young man just absolutely taking this league by storm. And before we go any further, let's take a look at the stats from the season. Averaged 15 points a game this season, 12 rebounds a game, assists a game. He averaged more than that in the playoffs. But he had 906 points during the regular season, 288 in the playoffs. Had 114 block shots. And he had also 58. He played at all 58 games. Had 42 double-doubles, 13 triple-doubles for his career. Right now he's up to 53 triple-doubles this season and 193 double-doubles in his career, as he is certainly, and he's got 3,946 points in his career, 3,147 rebounds, and 450 block shots for this young man right now. So this has been an incredible run for this young man right now. Yep, 4th championship in a row. He is. And LeBron James calls it a career with, as he had 652 points in his career, which gives him a grand total of 36,531 and over 189 rebounds, 9,756 assists, and 1,002 blocks, and 2,199 three-pointers made. So he came just shy of 2,200 three-pointers in his career. Played in 1,430 games. He started 1,424 games in his career. He had 461 double-doubles, 82 triple-doubles in his career. And we'll check with the main record books real fast. And Marcus Gasol calls it a career. J.J. Redick, Sean Livingston, Lou Williams calls it a career. JaVale McGee, Brook Lopez, Eric Gordon, DeMarre Carroll, Jeff Teague, Taj Gibson, Al-Farouq Aminu, Avery Bradley, Tyreek Evans calls it a career. Ed Davis also, John Lure, Amari Caspi, Ish Smith, Patrick Patterson, John Henson calls it a career. Jeremy Lin, Aaron Baines, Alex Burks, Iman Shumpert, Dwayne Dedman, Mike Scott, and the list goes on and on. Boban Marjanovic calls it a career. Timothy Luwalu Cabaret calls it a career. My goodness, and the list goes on. Jim Boylan calls it a career as a head coach, and so does Frank Vogel. So the Lakers will need to be looking for a new head coach for next season. Hall of Fame inductees: LeBron James, 2023, and then jersey retirements: LeBron James with both the Heat and the Cavaliers. So his jersey is retired. As we go to league meetings here, no, we're going to reject that. Alright, so the NBA draft once again. We'll skip to the rookie signing. See who had the number 1 pick in the draft. The Golden State Warriors, and they picked Gerald McDonald. And then Dustin Gooden for the Kings, and Mark Montgomery for the Spurs. The Lakers took Harvey Hollins. See who we ended up getting. And the Timberwolves took a power forward, 75 overall. And we took a center, 73 overall center at 7 feet tall, Spencer Murphy. And then Matthew Kent at small forward. Now that's one position we're pretty stacked on right now, is the small forward position. So we Yeah, Spencer Murphy, Matthew Kent, J.C. Davidson, also not too bad. So 2 picks in that first round. All right, so team player options, Goodrich and 2-year team option, Goodrich and Gene Schultz. Actually, we're going to decline him. So Andre Drummond declines his option. So does Jimmy Butler. Julius Randle declines his. So yeah, that's pretty crazy. And then qualifying offers. Benny Caballero, qualifying offer is extended. So the Knicks will hang on to their young man. And then as we take a look, yep, he is a restricted free agent, and he already has an offer, a qualifying offer. So it's going to be interesting if anybody really adds this team, wants to really add this guy to their lineup. Let's see. Let's take a look. Oh, good. Yeah. Well, we're definitely going to need point guard help. Oladipo, Zach LaVine, Kevin Durant, Judd Parks, Paul Ford, Siakam. Yeah. So this is going to be a most interesting free agency. And then we'll check to see what happened with this team. And Benny Caballero remains with the Knicks. Alright, so that's not too bad. Well, it was a restricted offer, so anybody wants to test that theory, well, they had to. Already, this young man already in the league, he is. This young man already in the league, he is just absolutely killing it. Dallas, Texas will be the All-Star game this season. As we are into 2023, woohoo! And already this young man is just absolutely tearing apart. So Eric Bledsoe signed with the team. Oladipo, Kevin Porter signs with the team. Oubre Jr. signs with the team. Caballero, and of course Siakam. And then, yep. So we're pretty set. We are pretty set here. So let's see. Let's see. 2-year deal on Bledsoe, Oladipo. Yeah, Durant 3 years. Caballero, his contract will be up at the end of this season. And then the A-Train, his contract will be up at the end of this year too. So, it's still going to be interesting to see how everything works out in the end. So as we get down to the All-Star break, and we're already off and running at a 2-0 start, 3-0 start. Now beat the Pistons, the Pacers, and the Raptors with no problem there. And the 76ers 93-74. As we're into 2023-24 season. And 116-76 as we defeat the Boston Celtics, and then defeat the Minnesota Timberwolves. Beat Charlotte, no problem there. We're off to a 9-0 start. We're looking good so far. And then beat the Pelicans. And then beat the Portland Trail Blazers, the Chicago Bulls, and the Detroit Pistons 97-58. And beat the Hawks. Lose to the Wizards, our first game of the year. So 14 in a row we won before losing our first game of the season. Now the tough road trip here. Lose to the Phoenix Suns. Beat the Lakers. Beat the Timberwolves 94-82. And then lose to the Clippers. Denver Nuggets we beat. And then OKC 73-63. And 101-77. And then 84-64. Rockets 98-70. Lose to the Grizzlies 93-70. 93-77. And then the Lakers lose to the Lakers, and then beat the Cavaliers. And a little bit of So 26-6 right now for us. Oh my goodness, we're on a 2-game losing skid right now. 3-game losing skid as we lose to the Bucks, the Hornets, and the Chicago Bulls. And no doubt, Chicago Bulls are probably still a very stacked lineup on this team right now. And then 98-59. Trade deadline, no 90-78, 98-72. And then Phoenix beat them 98-51. Alright, so as we take a look at the standings heading into the All-Star break, we are 32-9, as we are currently in 4th place with the Bulls at 35-6, the Bucks 34-6, the Sixers 33-9, and we are 32-9. So this has not been our best year, but and the Pacers are the worst team. And then in the West, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the worst team once again. Dallas at 16-30 on the season, they're struggling. Minnesota 24-19, so it looks like they'll once again run their way to the looks like they will run their way. Anthony Davis is going to re-sign with us for 4 more years. Hey, we'll take it. And then Oladipo is going to test free agency, and Siakam will test free agency, and Benny Caballero is ineligible. Darn, don't I wish. And then as we get down to the rest of the schedule here, 32-9. So can we end the season strong here, heading into the heading into the playoffs, and maybe a 5th championship in a row? Maybe if Caballero decides to go elsewhere, then and Caballero decides to go elsewhere, then hey, at least he'll leave on a good note with 5 championships in the same city. And what young man can say that right off the start? You won 5 championships right off the bat, and not only that, you won 5 MVPs, 5 Defensive Player of the Years, and made defensive first team and all NBA first team from your rookie year all the way through. So right now 41-10. And then the Rockets at 78-73 beat the Rockets. As we are now in the month of April, 42-11. Lose to the Nets by 2 points. And they beat the Bucks, and now the home stretch beat the Magic, and then beat the Heat, and then beat the 76ers. 46-12 was our final record. Benny Caballero again, the MVP. Could anybody stop this man? Please tell me. Let's see, Rookie of the Year, Gerard McDonald. Ben Simmons is the 6th Man of the Year once again, and DPOY, Benny Caballero. And then Tarlik is the Most Improved Player, and I broke the string for David Fizdale, as he is not the Coach of the Year. Jacques Vaughn ends up getting Coach of the Year this year. So, but Benny once again, along with Giannis Antetokounmpo, All NBA first team, and then All NBA second team Zion Williamson, Luka Doncic. Luka signing with Philadelphia. Holy cow! So he spent the first 5 seasons with Dallas, goes over to Philly, and also did DeAndre Ayton. Goes from Phoenix to Philly, so a little bit of a stacked crowd there. No wonder Dallas was struggling just a bit. And then all defensive team with Benny Cavallero, Lonzo Ball, Devontae Murray, Mohamed Bamba, and then Zion Williamson making second team. And then all rookie team. Alright, so Chicago ended up getting the number 1 seed. We ended up getting number 3. Milwaukee got number 2. So the first season that we're not actually number 1 seed this playoff series. So we'll take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in the first round. And who is going to get through this tangled web we weave? The Cavaliers are done. The Jazz are done. Minnesota looking like they are going to polish off the Kings, and they do. And the Lakers are done. Sixers are eliminated. The Houston Rockets are eliminated. And Minnesota will be taking on Phoenix, who took care of Houston in 6 games. Memphis beat Utah in 4 straight. The Clippers beat the Lakers in 5 games. And Chicago beat Brooklyn in 5. Boston took care of Philly in 6. We took care of Cleveland in 4 straight, and Milwaukee took care of Orlando in 5 games. So, moving on to the next round here. New York right now. Ooh, tough game here. Ooh. Alright, so this is about to get interesting. So the Bucks right now, Celtics are done. Chicago beats them. We have to stave off elimination. 69-62. Alright, so getting down to the final 2 minutes of this 4th period. We are ahead by 2 points over Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee leads the series 3-2. High drama here in the second round. So Zach LaVine with the ball. And then Siakam over to, and no doubt Paul George trying to shake free Bradley Beal with the ball. As that's, Zach LaVine committing the foul. That is his 3rd. So KD back in the game. And Marvin Bagley at 3rd. Giannis getting a little bit of a breather here. So Milwaukee maybe taking some notes of trying to build a team themselves. So the A train dealing with Joel Embiid, and nice slam dunk there. And 86-85, Paul George with 21 points, Davis with 19. Oh yes, we do have a nail biter. And James Harden playing for the Bucks. Holy cow. Talk about spending money in free agency well. And Zach LaVine. Oh, what a nice slam. 88-85. Oh, right now, Marvin Bagley the 3rd. Oh, right now, good defense. And Caballero with the rebound. Embiid has no choice but to foul him, and he is their best free throw shooter. 28 seconds, New York trying to hang on here and win this game and force game 7. As 2 for 2, 90 to 85. So the first time in the playoffs that the Knicks are not going to have home court advantage for the deciding game. Not like they really needed it either. Alright, 90 to 85. A-Train, tonight's player of the game, 19 points, averages 13 points a game. As James Harden trying to shake free. And Damian Lillard. And Harden for 3, no good there. Paul George. Now, what a mean block there, and there's a quick foul by Harden, his first, and with both teams in the bonus. This, they'll get that one. So 1 out of 2. As Paul George, nice rebound for Caballero, and we're looking at game number 7. So a good win for the Knicks, as Davis 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 steals in the game. Caballero with 14 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and a block shot in the game. Oladipo with 13, Kevin Durant with 13, Levine with 11, Herber Jr. with 11, Allen with 7 points, 6 rebounds, and a block. Werder, Bledsoe, and Siakam with 2 rebounds in the game. And that's pretty much how it said right there. Paul George led the team with 21 points, Bagley with 13, Beal with 13, Antetokounmpo with 7 points, 8 rebounds in the game, and Embiid with 8 points, 10 rebounds, 4 blocks in the game. And then James Harden with only 6 points, 4 assists for him, as his stats are kind of gone down a little bit since coming over to Milwaukee. But yeah, now we're looking at game number 7. Okay. Now the big question is, can our guys come out, do it again one more time, and move on to the next round? So Suns and the Timberwolves, as the Suns are eliminated by the Timberwolves. And it doesn't. Well, they're hanging in there. Anybody's ball game at this point. Seems like at some point we start to kind of, looks like we might not do it, and then we rally. Alright, so down by 3, 82-79, as we have less than 3 minutes to try and deliver the Knicks once again to the conference finals. As once again we have a nail-biter finish in this game, and the Knicks have Bledsoe at the free throw line, or Oladipo, and he'll hit the free throw. So 82-80 here at the first serve, fight serve for them, and there's a timeout for the Bucks. So they have a 2-point lead with a chance, win or go home right here. That is what it's all about. Alright, so here we go. This could be, so James Harden tonight, 18 points, averaging 13 on the season. And then KD playing, and then Giannis with Benny Caballero. As no good there. A little bit of a quick shot, but no good there. And Eric Bledsoe. And then Giannis. And then Bledsoe for three. Ooh. Well, he had the... And there's 2 points for Paul George. So 84-80. And ooh, Caballero can't get the short jumper. Now maybe the nerves are getting to him just a little bit here with a game 7 away on the road. And Lillard for the slam. As there's 2 points for KD, 86-82. So the Knicks 4th in the NBA in assists. As Paul George can't get that one to go. As there's 2 points for Caballero, and now it's a 2-point lead for the Milwaukee Bucks once again. As Harden, no good again. So inside to the big man once again. 2 points, tie game with 42 seconds, and here we go. So substitutions looking to come back in the game as Harden, as Caballero with the rebound. Up ahead, oh, Giannis with the good eyes there, stealing it. As a nice defense. Oh, 20 seconds. And a timeout for the New York Knicks, down by 2. As this is going to be an absolute fun game here. Oh, Goodrich can hit. And Caballero, of course, Werder, Durant. So KD. And a 3-pointer for... Oh, what a nice offensive rebound and a quick slam dunk for Caballeros. As Goodrich. Yeah, Durant looked like he might drive it in there. Goodrich had a nice open shot there, and then Caballeros just stuffed it right in the gut of everything there. Now we could be heading for overtime. As Davis, oh, overtime as Randall had a chance at it. As this is going to go the extra distance to see an end in this game. 88-88. So the Knicks Davis once again. So Damian Lillard with Eric Bledsoe on him. Oladipo with Bradley Beal. And there's a foul on Giannis. An illegal screen. That's 3 on him. Yeah, Caballeros with a nice jam near the end of that fourth period. And Davis with Julius Randle on him. And going to help out. Bledsoe for 3. Got it! With a big time three-pointer. Now Lillard, oh my goodness, too easy there. He's got 21 points in the game. Kevin Durant with Paul George guarding up on him. And Victor Oladipo is fouled by Bradley Beal, his third, and a chance for the free throw line. So good drive by Oladipo. And Giannis was also helping out on defense, as this will go in. And 2 for 2, so 93-90. And Giannis, boy, he kind of shook the young man, but then he couldn't get rid of Davis quite as easily. And on ahead to, and there's a foul on George, his third. So inside to, and it's KD for 3. Can't get that one to go in. Would have given us a 6-point lead. And there is 2 points. So Bradley Beal with 14 points, 5 assists, 2 turnovers in the game. And once again, I tell you, this is the closest anybody has gotten to us in the playoffs. You know, the fact that we had to go to a 7th game in this series. And now Giannis, yep, too easy. So just about 2 minutes. And Oladipo, oh, can't get that 3 to go in. It has nice defense for Caballeros. On ahead to Oladipo, nice. So the assist to 16 points for Oladipo. As, oh, nice defense for Davis. Paul George for 3. Caballeros with the rebound. And Davis gets the 2 points. So 100-94, as the New York Knicks starting to kind of get a little bit of a lead here, 6-point lead on the Knicks. As right now Oladipo. Oh, nice steal as they just knocked the ball away. Oh, look out. Nice assist here tonight. 102-94. Now, A-Train, nothing he could do against Giannis on that slam dunk. As KD gets the three. Nice assist from Bledsoe. So 105-96. As right now they are cruising. And with this young man, he seems to be the real deal. So Goodrich in the game as they brought in some equal substitutions. As there's a foul on Cousins. Goodrich fouled him. 105-98. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a little bit too soon bringing in the bench. So Kevin Werder for three. 108-98. So 10-point lead. So maybe not so much of a mistake. As Knights defense for the center Murphy. As this will end the game, as that will run it to the end. 108-98. New York moves on to the next round. So the Milwaukee Bucks, you gotta give it to them. They gave us one whale of a series in that series. Lillard with 21 points in Game 7. Harden with 18. Porter Jr. with 16. Beal with 14. Bagley with 10. Antetokounmpo with 5 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for the young man of Greece. And Paul George with 6 points. Embiid with 4 points, 10 rebounds in the game before he fouled out in the game. As the Knicks will move on, and Zach LaVine was the big scorer for the Knicks in this game. Yes, they were. 23 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. As Benny Caballero triple-double tonight. 17 points, 19 rebounds, 10 assists for him, and a blocked shot in the game. And that dunk no bigger than near the end of the game when he rebounded it, stuffed it back in for the game-tying dunk at the end of the fourth period. And then Oladipo with 16 points. Durant with 16, Davis with 10 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks. Bledsoe with 7 points, Allen with 7, Oubre Jr. with 7, Werder with 3, Siakam with 2, Goodrich, Park, and Murphy. Spencer Murphy had 2 rebounds in the game, the young rookie out of DePaul. So, but what a tough series that was. Yes, they were very tough on us, and no doubt they spent the money to get a team to try and upend us. But now we have to deal with the Chicago Bulls, while Minnesota will take on the Los Angeles Clippers and their championship round. And the Minnesota Timberwolves swept by the Clippers, and the Knicks have been eliminated by the Chicago Bulls. So no break for us here, as a tough series there. So we lost the first game 82-61. I mean, a team of Jokic, Tatum, Zion, Curry, Thompson signed with the holy cow. Klay Thompson signed with the Bulls, and Porzingis signed, and Rudy Gobert, and CJ McCollum. So game 1 went to the Bulls. And the first 2 games went to the Bulls. we took the next game 87-83. Caballeros with 35 points in that game. And then the Knicks 98-85. And then game 5 we lost 97-83. And then lost by 1. 96-95 in game 6 to lose. So no big run for us, I tell you. The Bulls, no joke. And for the Bulls, it'll be, hopefully celebrating a championship on their end, their first since Michael Jordan, and looks like they are going to do it. They are looking like the absolute threatening. Well, they're getting a good game out of the Clippers right now. Oh, I tell you, barn burner. Ooh, okay. So the Clippers trying to hang tough here in this game, as Benny Caballero and his Knicks just could not come away with the victory against the Chicago Bulls in the conference finals. First conference finals we've lost since Benny Caballero was drafted to the Knicks. So the Bulls with Big Ben Simmons, Rudy Gobert on the floor here. I mean, Rudy Gobert, I tell you, is solid. Oh my goodness! Oh, come on! How can you miss that? And then Jokic, and Jokic with a tough shot there, and I tell you, he found a way to get the ball in there. And a timeout for the Clippers. Chicago, they want to prove that they are the real deal going home in this season. Now starters back on the floor for the final 2:17. Zion Williamson, tonight's player of the game for the Bulls, with 11 points. And then Jason Tatum also playing for the Bulls. My goodness, was there nobody that the Bulls decided not to resign? And Jokic with the nice defense without fouling. Oh, Curry with a nice recovery there. And Zion Williamson with a nice slam there, 87-85. So 2-point lead for the Bulls. So Clippers trying to hang on here, trying to force another game here in the playoffs. And no good there. On the way out to Zion, Jason Tatum, just take it home, buddy. So slam dunk there, 89-85. And Curry for 3, can't get that one. So still a 4-point lead here. And good defense for Zion Williamson. He is fouled by Collins. Yeah, really just give him the lane. And he'll get the first one. And get the second one. 2 for 2. 91-85. And there's a slam for Collins. Oh my gosh. And Curry is fouled by De'Aaron Fox. And he'll rattle the first one home. And get the second one. So 93-87. And there's 2 points. And there's a foul on Cousins, his third. Yeah, wrong guy to foul. Indeed. And there is 2 points. And Klay Thompson also the wrong guy to foul. And a timeout for the Clippers, their final timeout. So Nikola Jokic, so the coach will put in their free throw team the rest of the stretch run here. And there's 3 points. And Porzingis, and he is fouled by De'Aaron Fox, his second foul. So Porzingis will go to the free throw line. And he'll get the first one. And missed the second one. So 96-94, 96-92. So they still need a three-pointer. My goodness, Fox is nailing it from deep. And Fox will foul here, so still it'll be a as that one goes in. And 2 for 2. So 98-95. So and no chance for that one to go in. Carter Jr. Did everything he could, but the Bulls will sweep. I spoke too soon. The Bulls will sweep and win their first championship since Michael Jordan won the championship for the team, and the first time a team other than the New York Knicks win the championship. So, my goodness, what a unexpected season. But yeah, the Bulls deserve it. They certainly they had a stellar season. Not only did they wrap up the number 1 seed, we had to come through the number 3 seed. We fought off a very tough Milwaukee Bucks we fought off a very good Milwaukee Bucks team that was stacked to beat us, and then we lost to a team still stacked to beat us, and they did in the conference finals, and then they and then they do the job themselves in the finals. So nicely done there. So Tatum with 19, Porzingis with 19 in this clinching game. Curry with 15 was 5 assists. Zion Williamson with 15 points, 15 rebounds in the game. Ben Simmons with 8 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal. Jokic with 7 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Klay Thompson with 6. C.J. McCollum with 5. Rudy Gobert with 4. Was 4 rebounds in the game. But Rudy Gobert can now say he is, thank you, he is a champion of the league right there, buddy. So that is a good way for, hey, you know, if you had to have a team, you know, up in your little streak, this is the team to do it right here. As you know, you gotta give it to them. They had an incredible record. So LeBron James, yeah, I meant to check this earlier, but LeBron James ended his career with 36,531 in points, third in the NBA, right behind Karl Malone. And then, let's see, triple doubles. He had 82 triple doubles in his career. Benny Caballero was already seventh in the NBA career mark with 60 triple doubles. If he continues doing what he's doing now, he is not going to have any problem breaking that mark of triple doubles in a season, as he has certainly had a stellar. He's already got 22. He's tied for eighth in a season with 22 triple doubles in a season, and so far everyone else owns those records. But I tell you, it'll be quite interesting to see what happens. But LeBron James finished third in the amount of points behind Karl Malone and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So that is a good way to, good career for LeBron as he ends on a high note for himself, finishing third in the NBA in total points. And then player retirements: Kyle Lowry decides to call it a career. Al Horford, Nicholas Batum, James Johnson, Jordan Dragic, Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris Sr., Kenneth Faried, Doug McDermott, Tyler Zeller, Quincy Acey, Mason Plumlee, Alan Crabb, Skal Labissiere, Daniel Tias calls it a career. Let's see, anybody else? No. Brad Wanamaker, nope. Staff retirements: Dan Burke, Alvin Gentry, Dwayne Casey, Mike D'Antoni, James Borrego, all retire as head coaches. That's a lot. That's a lot of openings coming into this current season. Yes, we'll approve that one. And yeah, we'll let the change the shot clock to 24 seconds. We'll approve that one since we have had it on 30 seconds to start this whole thing. So I'm not at all insulted with that. So we'll go ahead, see who we draft in the draft as our team. So let's see. The Thunder drafted a center, 7'1", 79 overall kid. And the Mavericks draft a point guard. The Lakers get a power forward, but he will still be overseas for 2 seasons. So I don't know how much help that's going to help them with. Timberwolves draft a small forward. And then the Knicks got a shooting guard, but he is on a 1-year European contract, so he won't be with us yet. And the Bulls get a small forward on the team. And then the Mavericks get a shooting guard, 72 overall. The Lakers get a point guard. Timberwolves get a shooting guard. And then we get a small forward. So, and then the Bulls get a shooting guard. So, this will be, of course, the most important. This will be the most important off season of all, because we got some. We have some interesting things coming up here. Yep, qualifying. Whoops. No qualifying offers for us with the team. And then let's see, this is going to be major. So yes, unrestricted free agent Benny Caballero. That is going to be, whether this kid is going to want to stick with us or maybe move on elsewhere, I don't know. I really can't say. He's already had a incredible run here with the team. Already has a ton of badges already. 5-time MVP, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. 4-time NBA champion, 2020, 21, 22, and 23. 5-time All-Star, 5-time First-Team All-NBA, 5-time Defensive Player of the Year, First-Team All-Defense, and Rookie of the Year, and First-Team All-Rookie. So as you can see, First-Team All-Defense, 5-time Defensive Player of the Year. He is just on a roll right now, and also a 5-time MVP. So the it's hard to say whether maybe he wants to stick with us or not. Who knows? He does have a bird contract. If he does sign with us, we can offer 5 years, $168.4 million. And you know what? I truly feel he may be worth it. All right, will do, Mike. All right, Ryan, good to see you join in tonight. I certainly do appreciate it. And as always, be have yourself a good night. Glad you could join us tonight, and glad you could be here. Yeah, we're going to get a point guard. That's going to be a difference maker for us. And a shooting guard. We need a difference maker shooting guard here. Okay, what else are we maybe hurting on here in our point guard? Yes, we did secure that. Oladipo, Kevin Durant, we're solid. Power forwards, yep. Hopefully we can sign the young man to our team and see how it goes. Alright, so Benny and Caballero decides to agree to the 5-year, $168.4 million. John Morant agrees on a 4-year deal, and Devin Booker agrees to a 4-year deal with us. So that's solid for us right there. And then everyone else can sign with who they want to sign with, and see what we're looking at for the next season. As we'll take a look as we get ready for the next season, and then I'm not going to be going too much further going into the next year. So we do have a solid team here. We'll see just how solid after the summer league, get ourselves ready for the new season and the All-Star games in Orlando, Florida. And then we'll go ahead and move on to the next season, and we'll take a look at our lineup for next season. So we have John Morant, Victor Oladipo, Kevin Durant, and of course Caballero, Anthony Davis, the A-Train in the middle, Devin Booker and Zach LaVine coming off the bench, Jared Allen, Siakam, Oubre Jr., Werder, and then Goodrich, Park, Murphy. Spencer Murphy will be on reserve, and then Eric Bledsoe also on reserve for our team, 14-year pro out of Kentucky. So that is the team we have coming up for this upcoming season. So yes, too bad we could not quite get the trifecta, the 5-time championship, but you know what? Sometimes a good thing has to come to an end. We won the championship 4 in a row, only to lose to the Bulls in the playoffs, and then they take away the championship on us. So we'll see what we're going to be looking like for the next time. So I will be back with y'all tomorrow night with the same. We're following this young man, Benny Caballero. We'll continue on with this young man's career and see how much further we get going into this next year. So until tomorrow night, Mike, Lady, and of course Ryan was just here and he's now off. So Mike and Lady, I certainly do appreciate you hanging out with us here tonight, As always, thank you very much once again, and as always, tell those closest to you that you love them. And as always, buckle up for safety. Stay safe, everyone. And as always, have yourself a fantastic evening. God bless you, and keep God number one in your hearts. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll see ya tomorrow.